Howdy, folks, and welcome back to DEADPIT Radio. I'm the Creepy Kentuckian.
And I'm Uncle Bill. Hello.
I'm Phantaz Matt. Thank you very much.
It's been months and months. Matt and I went back and forth. When are we going to do this big unboxing of all these records that we got on sale from Light in the Attic Records? And your time is up, but our time is now, Uncle Bill. And Light in the Attic, boss. Here's my, I got it upside down. There we go. There it is.
Yep. Boom. 2 big boxes.
So I was looking on their site earlier. So the sale is still kind of going on. A lot of this stuff they still have. And it's most of these titles are like half off what the normal price is. So we're going to dig into these things. Now, Uncle Bill doesn't have a record. You don't really buy records that much anymore, do you?
No.
Why don't you like the record goodness, Uncle Bill?
I don't give a shit no more. No.
He used to.
I don't. Yeah, I used to get a shit ton of them as well. Like it'd be like every weekend I was getting something. But anymore, it's like once or twice a month, depending. A lot of time anymore, it's used shit that I buy. Like if I'm at a store, I'll get something used, or if a new album that I really like comes out. But other than that, I pretty much wait for these types of sales, which this sale was badass. The prices were killer on there for these records.
I don't know if I can remember the prices on most of this, but none of them were, they're like what? All of them were like $20 or less usually.
Yeah.
Right?
Under 25, I'm pretty sure.
Some of them were Waxwork titles too, where I was like, what the hell? Waxwork stuff starts at 40 usually. So we're going to talk about it though, dig into these things, go through them. I think I've got a total of like 7 in here. The prices, if you go to the Light in the Records site, still the same. I think they may have sold out of 1 or 2. They added a couple, but the prices on those are not as great. Like there's a Suspiria soundtrack on there. I think it's like $10 off or something like that. It's like $30. So if you don't have that, it's not a bad price, I don't guess. But some of this stuff was crazy cheap. So let's dig into it.
Cool.
Don't cut yourself that box cutter now.
Orlina Cataldi box cutter right here, by the way.
I got the old Harbor Freight. It says this box is 8 pounds.
8 pounds of vinyl.
Oh man.
I don't really buy, it has to be something on sale for me to get anything. Like, I think the last big record purchase that I made was that Goblin set that I did an unboxing for. And that was a hell of a fucking price on that. And I didn't own any of, it was a Goblin horror soundtrack set. I didn't own any of that stuff on vinyl. So to me, that was a hell of a deal.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But I've got it open, boss.
I got mine open too.
Let's see what all this shit is.
Show us what you got first here, Matt. We'll take turns.
Oh, we got a good one. This is not Waxwork, but Death Waltz. And this is awesome. This is killer. It's the Shock soundtrack, the Bava Shock soundtrack done by the band Libra, which is similar to a Goblin type sound. They're more progressive rock type stuff, I believe. But this,
yep, I know I got that one too.
Yep, that back cover's killer. And Death Waltz is like, I think they're the OGs, right? They were before Waxwork doing this. It doesn't have
the prices on here, but like I said, I think most of these are like under $20 or $22, $23 at most.
And this is a double LP.
Yeah.
A lot of these are double LPs, actually. Tons. Look at all the tracks on there.
That's artwork by Eric Adrian Lee. And yeah, man, Shock is a pretty solid movie too. It's a good one.
It's a great soundtrack. I was clipping through a couple tracks of it when I was figuring out what I wanted to get from the sale, and I was like, oh hell yeah.
And the cover's pretty breathtaking too. Bright colors, very very sharp and everything. And they've got the OBI strip that they stole out from Japan, Uncle Bill, from Japan.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to get in on this.
And again, it's Shock, not Hawk.
Yeah.
It does look like Hawk, yeah.
Hawk.
Tell him Hawk.
Well.
Yeah.
All right. Another one for me. I don't know if you picked this one up, but I love this soundtrack. They had all three of those movies on there, though. It was Unbreakable.
Is that Phantom Menace? Oh.
Now, this is the Unbreakable soundtrack.
Yeah.
This is a Waxwork Records release. It's another 2 LP set. This was a flat $20, I'm pretty sure. And what do they call it? The West Shore Trilogy or something like that. With what was the other movies? Split and
Glass.
Yeah.
They had all three of them, but the only real score that I really recall being really good is Unbreakable. So that was the only one that I got. James Newton Howard. Is he British? With a name like James Newton Howard, sounds like a Brit. He does.
He's British.
But I'm not big on like the artwork on this one, but I love the movie. It's probably my favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie, and always loved the soundtrack too. So to get Waxwork release at half price, I couldn't pass it up.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't pick that one up. I seen it on there, but that's a cool one. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah.
Now, I'll warn you right now, I got some obscure shit on there too, where I was like, I have no clue what this is, but I would, again, I'll clip through a couple songs on YouTube just to see. So I have a pretty vast, I think we all of us really have a pretty vast music taste. It doesn't have to be just movie soundtracks or, heavy metal.
I listen to fucking George Jones.
Hell yeah. This is one that just caught my eye. The cover just pops. It's called Our Town, and it's jazz fusion, funky pop, and bossa gallo tracks from Dong A Records.
Damn it, if I'd seen that, I would have fucking bought it. Just name of the company.
From Dong A Records. Selected by Tiger Disco, and it's obviously a Japanese.
Fucking Dong A, bulls.
But look at this artwork, man. I mean, this is
That's really cool.
You know who knows quality is Dong A Records.
Yeah.
Man.
With classics such as Hong Sang Wan, Yasha, Zhang Wang Yang, Jang Pil Soon.
Dong A.
Dong A Records, buddy. And it's made in Czech Republic. I feel like I ought to maybe, this has got to be on colored vinyl.
I think most of these are.
Yeah. I wonder if we ought to open them up or not, but I'm willing to bet this is on colored vinyl. But yeah, jazz fusion.
Get into that dong.
Let's open up the dong.
Open the dong, eh?
I'm cutting the dong. I might as well, because this cover is just too killer. It's got to be some kind of intriguing color for the vinyl, at least.
It says on the Unbreakable one that it's a 180 gram color vinyl, but it doesn't say the color. I'm willing to bet Shock is probably like bright yellow.
Oh yeah, so this is like pink, hot pink.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hot pink dong.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
All of Dong A's records are pink.
But in all seriousness, I like the jazz fusion stuff. It's jazz fusion is basically it's a very 70s aesthetic. Bands like Emerson, Lake and Palmer kind of had some sounds like that, where it's jazz fusioned with rock. So it's it's real catchy stuff most of the time. But I this is all Japanese, so it's Japanese jazz fusion. So
Buddy, that's got to be killer.
By
It's
Dong
gotta
A
be.
Records.
I'll have to post a track or two on the Discord if I find them, but I don't know. It was cheap, so I picked it up.
The hell is that?
Oh, I know what that is.
Aleph, Sweet Aleph, baby. From
I didn't
Waxwork
pick that
Records. Now,
I think I own that though. Is it?
I think that like all of the Waxwork stuff that they had on there is out of print too. I don't think this is available on their site anymore either.
I was gonna say, like, I bought that. It seems like it's been years ago.
But
It's
yeah,
been
this
a while.
This was like $18, I think. Bloody Raincoat variant. So I think it's yellow with red splatter on the vinyl, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't really recall the soundtrack too much for this, but I just love this movie. And this is a movie that I think, did Arrow do the Blu-ray of it?
Yeah.
It seems like there could be a better edition of this movie. I think it's still kind of an underrated film.
They
That
give it a
movie-
pretty decent treatment, but 4K would maybe be kind of neat for that. I love the movie too, but the soundtrack is sort of unmemorable. It's a lot of like
Noise.
music cues and things like that, rather than like full tracks. But
I
It
really
is,
love the artwork though that they did
I
for
did
this
too.
one too.
I did too. I think that's one of only a couple of movies that could really be classified as like American Giallo.
Yeah.
Movies too.
it's great. I love it.
There's one in here that I'm thinking Uncle Bill will want. Sure.
Here's another.
Freak out.
I forgot about getting it. It's the cover on it is fantastic.
So again, going left of left field with this one. I think this is more Japanese. They have a bunch of Japanese stuff on there.
This is Dong B.
This is
This is
not
their
on
parent
Dong
label.
A. Yeah, this
Dong
is not
B
on
Records.
Dong A. But this is somewhere between. It's electronic minimalist shadow sounds of Japan from 1980 to 1988. So I'm thinking it's probably a lot of ambient electronic type, maybe some. I mean, everyone talks like, oh, Tangerine Dream. I know that's cliche to say for ambient electronic music, but 80s Moog and ambient soundscapes and stuff. I'm a big fan of that. I may have even heard a couple tracks on here, but yeah, this is apparently more Japanese
Weird-
music from the
weird
80s. So
shit.
somewhere between, yeah. So not on Dong A Records, unfortunately, but
You know what their tagline is though? They double dong dare you.
oh, man. But this is a double LP as well, too. So lots of it's always nice to have that because you're getting more kind of bang for your buck, especially at the price of these. Hell yeah, I don't know. I'm into this type of shit. So that was another one where again, just a blind buy.
I didn't even look at I think it was all soundtracks that I looked at on there. I didn't even think of looking for other stuff, but
Obscure, yeah.
yeah, this one right here I think was only like $18 or something like that. And I don't know how many people are still around from this movie, but this would be perfect to get autographs on and everything. And I think Uncle Bill and I were just recently talking about this movie and kind of when Blue Underground re-released it, we kind of rediscovered the damn thing. And it's Dead and Buried, the original motion picture soundtrack. Yeah. And one of the more memorable scenes on the back there, really fucked up. But yeah, this is just a 1 LP edition. I'm trying to see what studio did this. Ship to Shore, I think.
That's
So,
weird.
This is not a gatefold. This is just a regular one vinyl set. But I love the way they did that with the artwork, and then the hop sticker has the logo of the movie on it and stuff. So, but yeah, it'll be interesting to check this one out. I'm a big fan of this movie now, oddly enough, and originally I was not.
I love that movie, man. That's always been one of my favorite poster art too. that cover with the head coming out of the ground like that. I've always dug that poster. That's a great movie. And that, again, obviously that 4K, the Blue Underground 4K is
It's insane.
Top notch. Yeah.
Any Blue, I don't think I've ever been disappointed with the Blue Underground 4K.
Oh yeah. All right, here's a little bit of a return to form. No more Japanese stuff, at least not for now. Not for this one. This is another Death Waltz. The Sect.
Woo, baby.
Soundtrack.
I've got that one too. That's another one we both
Hell yeah.
got.
And this is Pino Donaggio, which I think he did the Cemetery Man soundtrack as well.
Mm-hmm. He's done.
Have they done the Cemetery Man vinyl yet? The soundtrack? I don't recall seeing
Not that I know of.
Again, with Mondo, man, or Death Waltz. Is Death Waltz and Mondo the same thing?
It's pretty much the same. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I love the quality there, the cover art and everything. They're really showing Waxwork Records up with the packaging and all that. Like, I think TerraVision does too, which I love all these. I think they all do great, but I like the style how Mondo's doing it.
Dude, real quick, because this is insane, and I don't think I ever realized this. Here's like Pino Donaggio's kind of discography. He did Don't Look Now. He did He did Carrie. He did Piranha. He did Tourist Trap. He did Dress to Kill. He did The Howling. He did Blowout. He did Body Double. He basically did all of De Palma's films. He did Crawl Space. He did The Barbarians. Holy shit.
That'd be killer if they did a soundtrack vinyl for that.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Even in the 90s, he was doing stuff. He did Two Evil Eyes, The Devil's Daughter, Raising Cain, Trauma, the Argento Trauma.
It's like good. It's not just like the cue music either. It's like actual tracks, you know what I'm seeing, like the difference between the tracks on something like this where it feels like a full song rather than musical cues for the film, which is something like that. Like the Alice Sweet Alice is a lot more like that, where it's just kind of, I don't know, background cues type thing. Mm-hmm. But this stuff is like catchy. He's a great composer. A
lot of the Italian stuff too is just fun to have on in the background. Like if you're cleaning your room or dusting or whatever the hell you're doing. I don't know.
Any of the Goblin stuff too, even just their albums, not aside from soundtracks, they have some killer stuff that was just on albums that they recorded. Mm-hmm. Like Roller, that album Roller. It's pretty good.
Roller Boogie. Is that what you're talking about? Roller Boogie. The mayor has just put the soundtracks for the Sentinel and Don't Look Now in his cart. Now, you'll probably be getting more. But speaking of the Sentinel, that's one that I picked up. Waxwork Records. I think this is like $20. Music by Gil Melee. I'm not familiar with Gil, but great artwork on that. It is 2 LP splatter colored vinyl. And something else to note, this is another Waxwork Records release. Waxwork stuff does not go on sale ever. Like, it's for sale, it's never on sale. They never have very, very rarely will they have any sort of sale. Maybe free shipping or something like that. But yeah.
Just real quick though, because I looked him up. One of the movies that Gil Malay did the soundtrack for was The Ultimate Warrior.
Not the wrestler, the movie.
No, just the movie, The Ultimate Warrior. He also did Blood Beach, the Andromeda Strain, Embryo. Not a whole heck of a lot. Blood Beach is his claim to fame.
I don't think I own the who did the Sentinel Blu-ray? I don't think I own it.
I came a hair of getting that at some point. Is it Criterion?
That's what I was thinking. Is it Criterion? Maybe that's why I don't have it. Somebody in the chat.
It's not Scream Factory, I don't think.
Maybe hold on.
I think it might be Scream Factory, actually.
Let's see. The Sentinel.
The mayor says it's Scream Factory.
It is old shitty Scream Factory, yeah.
Well, I'm going to wait until somebody else gets it then, and that's when I'll buy it.
Yeah, so he was talking about Don't Look Now. I got that. That's another Pino Donaggio.
Oh, yeah.
That artwork is just killer on there.
I've got that one too.
Yeah,
I bought that one when it came out.
That
I had to.
Awesome. That is awesome.
How old are those releases? What year did that come out?
This is 20. On it? It says 2017 on the back.
Okay, so a few years old.
And it's got the gatefold artwork.
There's a couple of sites. Newberry Comics is another one that puts stuff on like clearance sometimes. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely remember the Light in the Attic site because, like, I'd never heard anybody talk about the sales and stuff on there. So
yeah, it's nice red, nice heavyweight, like 180 gram red vinyl too. So comes with an art print, I guess. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty neat.
I think, Waxwork does that quite a bit. And it's cool. It's like an alternate artwork kind of.
Yeah, it's very cool looking.
Cool. All right, so the last one that I picked up, and I really only got this for the artwork. I don't know what the hell kind of music is on this, but this was another one that was, I think it was like $17 or $18. And what do they even call this? The Drive-In Will Never Die Volume 2.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
It's made up like the shot in The Shining, but it has like Fulci's in it. You can see Bill Heinzman in it. Who all else is in it? You just have to look and see. It's a collage of like Uncle Sam is in it from the Uncle Sam movie. You see him there. Dark Night of the Scarecrow, Frankenhooker's in it. You've got
looked like Head of the Family. Is Head of the Family in that?
Yeah, I think so.
Like right there in the middle, looks what it looks like.
The big head thing. And it'd be something cool, like if ever see Joe Bob and Darcy at a convention or something, this would be a cool thing to maybe have them sign. But I only got this for the artwork. I thought it was really cool.
That is cool. I got two more. So these ones are you're going to laugh at this. This is another Totally Blind buy. Don't ask me why I picked this up. I think I was just like, what in the hell is that? And it's got some, I don't know, people were talking it up on like YouTube and stuff, but this is from Hitomi Toyama. It's called Imagination. No, Imagination. So this is like some 80s Japanese pop music. 88. And it's look at this.
If you don't have fucking Hitomi Yakamoto or
Hitomi Toyama,
you can really rock out with that shit.
Yeah, in your collection, you ain't worth the shit.
Hitomi Toyama, Imagination.
That how?
I think I heard like one track and I was like, I'll give it a shot. Like it was so cheap and I was like, it actually wasn't bad. That 80s music, that cheesy 80s pop, that's what it sounds like. So it's all in Japanese.
What was is it called K-pop? Like that's kind of popular, right? So this was before that though. This was like
88.
Literally back in the 80s.
So, and again, it's like that 80s synth type shit that's what gets me.
Yeah.
It's got apparently the song, I think it's called I Love You. That was like one of the big hits off of this. It's on YouTube, but It's like goofy. Such a random thing.
Isn't that song that Eugene Clark had? I love you, baby.
Yeah, that's I Love You #2.
Oh, okay. So it was a sequel to that song.
Yeah. So
I gotcha.
I don't know, man.
You should try to look that up and see if it's on Spotify or something.
What, the Eugene?
No, that.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
Holy shit.
Hey, Tommy. Toyama.
So this looks...
It's not bad. That's not bad.
So yeah, it's got the synthesizer and shit. I like that.
Why? Yeah, I mean, they on the kata.
All right, so one more, and I think you'll actually like this. Both of you will probably like this. This isn't something that I normally get, but I just could not pass this up. This is Country Funk Volume 3.
Killer, they made 3 of them. They probably made more than that.
Country Funk 3 from 1976 to 1983.
Yes.
It's only covering a few years.
Check out the back. It's like got this classic type artwork on it. It's like a compilation, man. It's got...
I'm just trying to imagine what that would sound like.
Dolly Parton, Sure Thing. Billy Swan, Oliver Swan. Jerry Reed, Rhythm and Blues. You got Conway.
When I listen to Jerry Reed, I'm thinking of funk all day long.
Terry Gibbs, Rich Man.
It's just
Larry
like
John Wilson. I Bet You Heaven's on a Dirt Road.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize though, like back in the early to mid 80s, compilations was like a gigantic thing. Like they made, I mean, you can find them. We go to McKay's bookstore and they have them in Tennessee, and you will find like hundreds of different like country compilations and rock compilations and breakdancing compilations and just anything you can think of.
It says, the horse still bucks, the band still funks, and well, the fire still burns. It's on neon orange and transparent baby blue vinyl.
So that was that a re-release, or is that like an original?
I think this is like something that they put together because it says 2021. I don't see like an original date on this. But the music is from, 75 to 82 and it's all remastered. So it's just a compilation that they put together, in the last.
That's kind of unusual, really.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, you think that.
I didn't see any of the other volumes on there. This was the only one that was like on sale, but I mean, they got a big explanation as to why they.
Is it like country people covering funk songs, or is it actual like country people doing their own songs that are...
No, I think it's the original sound. Like it says, country funk is a sound difficult to pin down. It's a sound that, like some wild horses, resist one's group or resist one's grasp. But this is no trend, no flash in the pan movement, no shotgun marriage of styles, no ma'am. Following up on the blah blah blah, 1970s began to wane and the 1980s approached. The country funk palette expanded to include disco beats, heavy Moog synth, bass lines, and more clavinet than you could shake a stick at. Mm-hmm. So we got country tropes and production while embracing modern soul, disco, and a touch of the 80s synth pop. So Dolly Parton, J.J. Cale, Larry John Wilson, Tony Joe White, Stephen Souls, Gary and Sandy, Conway Twitty, Travis Wamack, Billy Swan, Rob Galbraith, Brian Hyland, and many more. So, and I like that kind of music,
That may be one of the strangest things they had on the whole site, though. I never did see that.
Other than the Japanese.
So bizarre.
Yeah. But like the selection of, artists on there, I mean, this is the kind of country music I like. I'm not really into the new wave of country rock, whatever you want to call it.
You don't like Georgia, Florida, Tennessee line or whatever the fuck they're called?
Georgia, Florida water line,
South Carolina line.
No.
But yeah, I mean, like we were saying, that sale is still kind of going on. If you go to the Light in the Attic record site, there's I think it's like 16 pages of stuff that you can go through on there, and lots of soundtracks and everything. So finally, I'm glad that we could get this box open after almost a month and a half or so.
Oh yeah.
I
got 7 records there. So that's 7 records. I think I spent, I don't know what it was, $120, something like that.
Yeah, I think I've got 7 as well. But all right, Matt, but we appreciate everybody checking this out. Matt, it was good to get you on here to go over some of this stuff, and we will have to do some more vinyl madness at some point again here in the near future. Maybe we can get Uncle Bill talk back into buying some vinyl and add it to his collection.
I think the Dong Records piqued his interest, so I think he'll be on there.
You're gonna have to be a Dong collector.
One thing to keep in mind, throughout all this is go visit your friends at Dong Record.
Dong. No, yeah.
And go eat some zombie ass.
Zombie ass.
All right, but yeah, we appreciate everybody checking this out, and we will catch you guys next time over at DEADPIT.com. Give us the thumbs up.
Up your butt.
Like, subscribe, and if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a fuck.
I want you to. Okay. Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up. Subscribe. And click that bell.
There's all kinds of wonderful shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. You can get some Dead Pit Radio shirts. You can get Last South on the left. The Hills Have Eyes. Texas Chainsaw. Oh, wait, you can't say Texas Chainsaw. All kinds of shirts, folks. You're gonna love them. Shop.deadpit.com.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. Dead Pit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows, fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.
We ain't never gonna change. We ain't